Hello and welcome to the Copper Edition. That's right, Congo has come and it's blues and greens everywhere, and there's a couple of stars in today's show. The Cobalt calcite, that's cobalt bearing calcite on dolomite, as well as plantshite, something that you will probably not see in this format and that you probably won't see again. Well, soon anyway. Hello, I'm Francis. This is Toprock, Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler of minerals, fossils, good times, shiny things, and things that fluoresce. We also do some retail on the side. DM us for more. That's Cora over there. She's hotly busy trying to figure out the admin, of which, well, will be posted down in the description beneath this video. Please take the time to read it if you are new. It states important things like, we're a wholesaler in Africa. We ship from Africa. And because we're a wholesaler, we require a minimum order of $500, which at the moment is increasingly good for the Americans. I mean, the rand is just plummeted and the dollar is surging and the oil is flowing. It's just happy days everywhere, isn't it? No, not really. If you don't, if this is your first time, comment to claim. Just type out the box number, the flat number, and then if you are first on our screens, cool, you get it. If you are first on your screen, well, we'll confirm with you if it's on our screen as well, and you get it. Other than that, news-wise, Madagascar shipments coming through, everything's on time, no major dramas, no talks of 2 weeks as of yet, so that it's all on track and it's all good. Oh man, I'm sure I'm forgetting something. I'll remember later. Let's get started with all this copper. It's going to be a tiniest one because little petite things that are pretty need little petite more time to appreciate. Righto, first up from Madagascar, we've got some petrified wood slices. Polished on both sides. There's quite a lot of nice hematite in these, not something that you see every day in the petrified wood. There are 3 slices. No, I talk lies. There are 4 slices. Reasonably large as well. They are beautiful. Unusual for Malagasy. Yeah, it is Malagasy. Usually Malagasy is a little bit more redder with iron. These, if they were more green, I'd think that they were from Zimbabwe, but they're not. Because, well, Zimbabweans can only polish on one side. These 4, they weigh 2.56 kilos, rated as very good to A grade. Complete with one with hematite. It's $77 for the 4. This is flat 872. Next up, malachite, freshly squeezed from the Congolese ground. There are 26 little specimens. Rated very good to A grade. They some are absolutely gorgeous. Look at this one, that is beautiful. Very, very nice. These 26, they weigh all of 1.61 kilograms. They are going to cost $84, flat 401. Very nice. Then to Namibia we go, and we are greeted. Hello, little piece of fluorite at the base of this black tourmaline Shirl crystal. That's rather delightful. I suspect that might be a bit of highlight opal hanging out with the fluorite. Beautiful smoky quartz with the old traditional BMW termination. This is the atypical fluorite. Not fluorite, sorry, black tourmaline. It's got kind of a squeezed almost habit. I suppose this would have been the old T-lock tourmaline where the edge is blunted. It is unusual. It's rather special on its own. Then onto some, well, smoky quartz and a few beautiful lustrous black tourmaline crystals. Nice long one. And then this one here. So let us show some interest in whether or not there's highlight opal. Righto. Oh, yeah, no, there's just there's 2, 3. Okay, this one over here's definitely got some highlight. This one here, a little bit on the side there. And then this one's very interesting. Let's just take it out. I suspect the highlight opal has been covered by quartz. That's rather special. Yep, it's in there, it's in there. A nice flat of black tourmaline, smoky quartz, a little speck of fluorite, as well as highlight opal. 1.25 kilograms. These are going to cost $50. This is flat number 859. Then on to some Malagasy rhodonite mushrooms. And the first one is, wow, less rhodonite and more spessartine. That's all that orange garnet, mixing it up with the manganese rhodonite. The other 5, however, are rather lovely. That's very good. That edges there are okay. Bit of quartz. Nice dark red rhodonite. Yeah, tidy. They're scuffed, not chipped. The edges and the lips there. These 6, they weigh all of 1.695 kilos, rated very good to A grade. And one spessartine one. It's flat 863. Onto some seriously dark blue. Well, not even dark blue. What is this blue called? This is a silicified chrysocolla, and it is a beautiful hue, and brittle, as you can see that I've just broken one. Well done, Francis. I'm so gentle. But look at these, man. Isn't that beautiful? Quite light as well. These little ones have hardly any matrix. There's 35. Well, after I broke one, there's 36 now. See how good that was, yeah. Rated good. That good one over there too. A grade. These are going to cost $50. This is flat. Well, what does it weigh? It's 325 grams for flat 408. Lekker. Next up, onto some double terminated black basalt crystals. These little volcanic reactions, more often than not found in the ocean, but Madagascar has a little bit of everything. Good for grounding. The double terminated are good for, well, I suppose and I assume, doubling up on whatever it is they do. There are 12 of these elegant little black basalt double terminated stabbers, and 1.4 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $51. It's flat 578. Onto some, we flip over to the ocean and we hit Malawi, a little landlocked country, except for that beautiful, huge Lake Malawi. There we got some azurine on orthoclase and a beautiful azurine termination. I'm going to assume that there's quite a lot of manganese in this orthoclase, so they should light up something special. Quite a odd one for Zomba specifically to see orthoclase azurine only and hardly any smoky quartz. I haven't seen a single quartz crystal yet. A bit of an anomaly all on its own. Let's go see how much manganese hangs out. But how about those beautiful little shards? That's beautiful. Of course we're looking for manganese, but if we're lucky there might be some zircon here. There we go. A lot of manganese in this orthoclase. That's gorgy. Oh, there we go. A little speck of yellow zircon. Ooh, there's a lot more in the bottom. Wow, when I say a lot, there's some. There's a bit more. Very, very nice. Oh, and that is just glorious. That is beautiful. That is a lot of zircon. Very, very nice. Oh, that. The less manganese in this one. It's not as fiery. There we have it. That's a hell of a nice flat. And that one over here, this one here, really does take the zircon cake. Nice. Right, so this is the fella, and now that I've seen it with the midwave, I can see the little zircon crystals. I think it's photo time. There we have it. It's a beautiful flat of azurine and orthoclase with manganese and a little bit of zircon to add some spice. Weighing 1.03 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. This flat's going to cost all of $38. It's flat number 406. Nice. Next up, from Madagascar, some clear white quartz clusters. 2 clusters. There we go. Look at that. Hardly any matrix. That's a very tidy cut at the bottom. No breaks. I took no, too soon. Yep, no, there's a broken tip over there, but other than that, it's an attractive little cluster. And then this one is odd because it's flat, but it's obviously been in a smaller cavity than usual, or the cavity closed in on itself. Lots of acicular random crystal habit structure behavior. Interesting one. It's a pretty one. What is this? This is it weighs 2.41 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. It's $52 for these 2 clear clusters, flat 926. Up next, from the Sashi River, we got some polished red agate, and well, 6 reasonably large specimens. Those are some beautiful patterns, lovely iron coloring. A little bit of druzy quartz in the middle there, very nice. And here's an agate, polished all the way around. That's rather special. But even better is this fella here. How cool is that? It's very cool. I know. That was a rhetorical question. Here we got a large amount of quartz in the middle. That is glorious. Beautiful flats of Sashi River red agate. They weigh 2.36 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. $46 is what they cost. It's flat 385. On to some Bukanotuk, light lilac, and a reasonably large window variety. That's a long finger right there. That's a beautiful cluster. When I say light lilac, there's hardly any amethyst. There's more red hematoid than amethyst. Just checking this tip here. It's hard to tell if it's chipped or this inner fissure. Very nice. 3 clusters. Lots of red hematoid in the base. It's a very tidy, gorgeous flat of Bukanotuk, weighing 1.74 kilograms, rated as very good. It's, well, 1.74 kilograms, $48. That is very cheap for Book and Notehook. This is flat 927. Next up, barite. 20 little barite. Oh, crystals. Let me get in there because this is most certainly a close-up. Look closer job. Focus. Thank you. That's beautiful. That's glorious A-grade barite there. Nice. Likewise. A little bit of malachite in the mix as well. Oh, there we go. The runt of the litter. That's not too shabby. Nice vug. Specular hematite, was it that Nick said? The shiny silver stuff, that is absolutely glorious. Almost arborescent sprays of barite. Nicey. That is a very tidy, very attractive flat of small little barites. They weigh 750 grams, rated as good to A grade. They are going to cost $33. It is flat 412. Nicey. Next up, it's a flat of chaos quartz, or asylum quartz, as Nick likes to call it or refer to them. They're all on a very nice amethyst base, and then these crystal faces are epically clean, and then quite a few with some red hematoid action beneath the windows. Look at that clarity, just look at that clarity. There we go. Oof. There's 35 of these in this flat. Oh, yes. I'm actually looking for some red hematoid or something different. There we go. That's beautiful. That's not so great. That's also not that great, but the rest are absolutely brilliant. These 35, they weigh all of 1.73 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $56. That's for 35 chaos or asylum quartz specimens. It's flat 956. Onto some cobalt bearing calcite. There are 4 specimens in this flat. The habits on these calcites are pretty much all over the show. Not great, but there's a little bit of chrysocolla with, I'm going to assume it's corwezite. This is most certainly corwezite, and there you go. The little fans of scalenohedral activity there with the habits of the calcite. Lots of cobalt, and then we get to the business end, and that is pretty darn awesome. That is a look. Well, I'm going to say that is corwezite after azurite pseudomorph in between all those beautiful scalenohedral rhodocalcite crystals. Cobalt calcite. Beautiful. Also got a nice generous sprinkling of chrysocolla. That is pretty awesome. And corwezite. What's better, is it the corwezite or is it the calcite that appeals to you most? Absolutely awesome little flat of rarity noteworthiness. It is, and I'll tell you what, kudos to Nick, because he haggled like an absolute champion, and we can, well, these are quite affordable. 2,800 Rand per kg. That's pretty much what these are going for. They are they weigh, what is this? This is 725 grams for the 4 specimens. It's $122, flat 404. Nice. Then on to some dark amethyst. This is Kwaggafontein, people. That is beautiful dark amethyst little plates or clusters. Kwaggafontein, of course, just a stone's throw away from Bukanotuk. There are 35 of these little fellas, rated good to A grade. They weigh 1.285 kilograms. They come free of charge and extra amethyst. It's $32 for flat 52. On to some more rarities. Maybe more collectible. This is, oh man, malachite after azurite pseudomorphs, and they are fragile because those blades, well, the blades are blades. Look at that, little dustings of chrysocolla around or inside the blade crevices. That's a beautiful cluster. A little bit of silky malachite in the mix there as well. There's 2 of them in this flat, 2 medium cabinet sizes. There we go. Look at those fans there, man. That is exquisite. Rather special. That's right. These 2, they weigh all of 1.165 kilograms. They're not cheap. That's, well, not for collectibles. It's $139 for the 2. This is flat 405. Then on to some, pink tourmaline. That's a rubellite with lepidolite, and a very nice grape-coloured mica lepidolite. That's lithium rich, but coloured by manganese. Likewise, the pink tourmaline coloured by the manganese. It's a little bit of, I like looking at these going, there's always a very kind of human element to these specimens, because there's a constant fight going on here. The kind of blue tint to the schist, which insinuates the presence of iron, which in itself kind of battles the manganese. And it's that constant battle that, well, is so metaphorical. It's my existential rock, this. Indicative of humans. 2 large specimens. This one's quite heavy because, I tell you what, there's a lot of proper quartz in there. But how about that? That lepidolite is epic. Nice dark pink tourmaline as well. This will be I don't know if this will be easy to lap. These 2, they weigh all of 2.78 kilograms, rated as very good. They are going to cost $71. It is flat number 407. On to some girasol points. That's from Madagascar for beautifully polished. This is a girasol with limonite. A couple of nice veils in there. Cara! Cara gets so excited when she talks about Baldur's Gate. Oh no, I was just saying how excited you get when you talk about Baldur's Gate. These 4 girasol points, they weigh 1.18 kilos, rated very good to A grade. That's $43 for flat 402. Now, plant site like you've never seen it before. It's very soft. So when I picked this up, I saw, my first thought was, geez, that shutterkite is really light. It's not shutterkite, it's plant site. slightly lighter. There's quite a bit of a chrysocolla in here as well. It's a funny one. Planchite was actually found in the early 1900s by a Frenchman, Albert Lacroix, and he didn't get the name Lacroix right. No. It went to the industrialist, Mr. Planchet. Mr. Planchet was an industrialist, and he got the credit in being named for it because he was able to smuggle it out of the Congo in a time where no one could really figure out what the hell it is. It was just one of those other blue copper silicates. But there is a distinct difference. It's a lot more velvety as far as the structure is concerned. It's softer. It contains water as opposed to shutterkite, which doesn't. And it's also a little bit more copper heavy than shutterkite. It is a hell of a mineral. These two, they weigh 465 grams. They're going to cost all of $70. This is flat 413. Yummy. On to some different Congolese copper silication. It is a dioptase on seemingly quite a heavy iron surface. Quite a few scuff marks designates this specimen to be very good. Quite a bit of matrix, but that red and green does make for quite a nice aesthetic contrast. Weighing 1.23 kilograms, it's going to cost $206. This is flat 213. Then a Segor standing Malagasy quartz point with a lot of veils and mistiness and mysterious essences, and there's a little bit of chlorite, just what you needed in your dark days. Chlorite. Ooh, that's interesting. Could that be kaolinite? Just that little white mineral floating in the quartz. That's very funky. Oops. Slight little chip there on the lip of the window. Other than that, it's a beautiful little fella. Weighing 1.2 kilograms. No, 950 grams. It's going to cost all of $33. Very nice. That's bar 011. Then, a lazy, rather leaning, polished freeform. There's malachite from the Congo. Lovely botroidal, natural botroidal at the bottom, and then all of the other botroidals have been polished into a very nice, slick green surface. That's gorgeous, man. This is a beautiful freeform. Oh man, I'm catching myself staring at the specimen and not at my screen. I do apologize. Lots of vugs, untouched by any polishing, which makes for a nice contrast in texture. That is a beaut. It weighs 1.95 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. It's got to cost $82, flat 409. And then Cora suggested that we try to sell Vusi's wife because, well, his wife had issues. And here we are. It's Vusi's chrysocolla covered in druzy. And it's a beautiful large geode. 2 entrance points, quite a lot of heterogenite beneath that sparkly druzy. Little elements of also druzy after chrysocolla, after malachite, after azurite pseudomorph. There's a whole generational's worth of history and legacies there. A little bit of crystalline malachite in there as well. A deep vug, yes, a very deep vug. So deep I can't even get in there. But that is an epic specimen. Weighing 4.365 kilograms, rated as A grade. It's going to cost $2,383. This is flat 651. Onto the second trolley, some sliced purpurite. That's sliced only one side. That's a lot of nice metallic manganese and iron. That's that brown heterosite in the mix there. 4 slices. Oh, that's a bit of an odd slice. Bit of quartz in the mix. Hello. These 4 weigh 1.43 kilograms, rated good to very good. They're going to cost $41. It is flat 464. Onto some silicificated chrysocolla, 5 specimens. Nice botryoidal silicification is basically well, what's the other word they use for this sometimes? A chrysocolla chalcedony? Basically just silica-rich fluids dripping or flowing over the botryoidal chrysocolla. That is gorgeous. These 5, they weigh 605 grams, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $73. This is flat 400. Onto some polished Malagasy points, quartz points. There's a cleary one, tidy. There's a, oh, let me see, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. There's flat. Rated as good to A. A little bit of a smoky tip there, and then a lot of black tourmaline clouding up the point. Oh, a black veil. That's interesting. Could it be? It's not black tourmaline. The crocite, don't know. That is a little double termination. Lovely veils. Lots of limonite and quite a bit of chlorite in there as well. These are rated good to A grade. $29 for the 9. This is flat 820. Then on to some botryoidal malachite. 4 specimens. Slight little glimmer to these. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, shaloha. Is it that time of the day I get allergy again? Nah, surely not. These 4 rated as good to A grade. They weigh 1.73 kilograms. They're going to cost $41. It's flat 206. Then on to some Sharetsi. There are 20 crystals in this flat. Rated good to A grade. It's a double termination. Another almost double termination. No. So beautiful smoky amethyst. Nice skeletal behavior from the Shangon amethyst. Oh, and there's the original scepter. Yeah, very nice. 450 grams. These 20 little shungans are going to cost $34, flat 871. Onto some etched blue chalcedony. Well, that's just blue lace agate that's been stripped of all the matrix so that they can, well, adopt the kind of look of blue coral. Well, that's what I think that they look like. Bit of antimony in there as well. There are 12. Was it chukka-pyrite? I don't know. Check that. Looks like chukka-pyrite. Lovely vug. These 12 are rated very good. They weigh 1.176 kilograms. They're going to cost $38. It's flat number 910. Next up, we've got some belemnites. That is fossilized squid rostrums. That is the behind of the old squids that used to have hooks instead of tentacles. Interestingly enough, there are a lot of them, slightly more than 2 kilograms. These little fellas, just interestingly enough, especially in Europe, thousands upon thousands upon thousands, all died on the seabed facing the same direction. And the scientists' theory is that, well, they're suddenly overcome by a serious drop in oxygen levels in the ocean, and that's why they all settled on the seabed facing the same direction. They call it, what do they call it? Belemnite graveyards. Or battlefields, sorry, not graveyards. Synchronized graveyards, belemnite battlefields. I think that's it. Weighing slightly more than 2 kilos. These are going to cost $54. It's flat 95. Onto some beautiful red hematoid. 3 large, well, 3 crystals, 3 clusters. That tip over there has been taking a little bit of damage. Not too much clarity. Lots of nice iron. Good job on the good shaving on the bottom there. And then a whole cacophony of red hematoid. Now that's rather special. And this is a rather spectacular double termination. Nice inclusions. Weighing 2.09 kilos. These are rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost... they're not going to cost $211. Let me come back to you. There we go, rectified. That is a special of note. They used to be $211. Now, only $44. Flat 107. Lol. Onto some beautiful Buchanotuk. They are 35 smallish crystals, and they are a lovely shade of lilac. A couple larger than the others. Those are very nice crystals around the planes. There we go, proper fairy quartz. Rated as good, very good to A grade. These 35 weigh 700 grams. They're going to cost $38. Nice flat of Buchanote. Flat 211. I see how that happened. Right, on to some silky malachites from Kasompi. 12 specimens. Wait, come on, fella. There we go. Beautiful green chatoyancy. That's very nice. Top level's a bit scuffed. Wow, top. Make that the bottom. That's the top. That's right. That's glorious. some absolute winners in this flat, and one or two very good onlys. They weigh 1.04 kilograms. They're going to cost $45. That's a decent price for flat 414. Onto some limonite from, well, Solwezi. Golden, some of them, yes. Clean with beautiful red hematoid veils. And this one, for example, yes, there's the golden one. There's more of those beautiful iron veils beneath the windows. That's very special. That's pretty clean. That's pretty damn average. Some more limonite veils instead of the red hematoid. There we go, proper red hematoid. Geez, there are some nice veils in this flat. And some ordinary ones as well. That's gorgeous. Look at that. Yeah, it's a decent flat of, well, all over the show really. I want to take a photo of this one. Right, so good, very good to A grade. These 12 little clusters, they weigh 2.64 kilograms. They are going to cost $45. This is flat 998. Then on to some polished amethyst and some smoky amethyst, points from Madagascar. 12 of them to be exact. Bit of chaos going on there. Lovely clarity. Some nice smokiness in this little point. Dark amethyst, yes. There we go. Weighing all of, oh, I don't know. I guess probably 800 grams. Thereabouts. It's $50 for the 12. This is flat 985. Planchite, yes, please. Look at that. All right, there are 6 of these rarities or collectibles almost in this flat. Look at that. It's got a beautiful velvety chatoyancy. Chrysocolla on the edges. Obviously that's where the oxidation would happen or occur. No worries, B. Tell me you didn't just fall in love with blue again. Mostly A grade, and a couple of very good grades, such as this one. Still look at all that lovely chatoyancy. It's a hell of a special thing. It's they weigh 595 grams. They are going to cost $90. This is flat number 418. Then on to some polished malachite freeforms, all 6 of them. Bit of scuffing on that one. Oof, lovely patterns. Yes, please. That's a beauty. There we go. Rated very good to A grade. These 6, they weigh I don't know what they weigh. Who cares about what they weigh? I do. $43 for the 6. This is flat 157. Then onto some, well, good grade aquamarine. These cobbed pieces of aquamarine. Ooh, that's jammy down there. And black tourmaline from Karibib in Namibia. Nice hexagonal habits all over the show. That'll work, that over there. A really big piece. Probably ideal for napping, I suppose. These 6, they weigh all of 1.38 kilograms. They are going to cost all of $38. It's flat $4.20. On to Okaruso. Yes, please, cubic green fluorite from the hallowed heavens of Okaruso mine. Some artisanal activities got these out, no doubt. Either that or it was part of a collection. I know we got it from a collection, but it is recent, so I'm quite sure these had been acquired within the past 7 years, that's for sure, because Okaruso has been closed since I think 2017 due to the Chinese haggling and mucking around, trying to buy the mine and not reaching agreements. So now it's just, well, open to production. They're producing graphite there from a mine 80 kilometers away. But 2 Okarusos. Let me see if these, how much or how little they fluoresce. How much or little impurities do you guys have? Whew, yes, please. A whole lot of impurities. That is delicious. That little bit of red there is interesting. Nah, it's probably just a bit of the feldspar, maybe. But that does fluoresce quite magnificently. There we go. Wicked. Turn you around. Yeah, not much. Oh, really? Phosphorus? Phosphorus. These 2 Okarusos are rated as very good. 2A grade. They weigh 1.41 kilograms. They are going to cost $72. That's flat $4.23. On to some more of the little pseudomorphs. That's malachite after azurite with a nice little sprinkling of chrysocolla around the side. There are 6 specimens. Rated very good 2A grade. Those delicate blades, man. It's a bit of a collector's jobby. And this one, the smallest of the 6, is the most delicious. That's beautiful. These 6 little pseudomorphs, they weigh, they weigh 950 grams. They're going to cost $114. This is flat $4.22. Onto a flat of highly selected, and this perfect terminated azurine. There are 70 little azurine crystals, well, little, mostly little, and then somewhat extended. It's a large one. It's the largest of the ones. Some orthoclase attached to some of them as well. There's a bit of smoky quartz. Rated good to A grade. The 70 weigh all of 546 grams. They're going to cost $30. This is flat 419. Next up, we got some polished blue calcite from Madagascar. 6 standing freeforms. That's very nice. Sky blue and a very, very accomplished polish. The 6 rated is very good to A grade. Probably only because of this one. The rest, those are too brilliant. I suppose 4 very good to A grade. They're going to cost $63. This is flat 866. Onto a large, well, a tall, not so much large, banded tiger iron with nice slibbing hematite lines running up and down. It has a beautiful point. There are no chips, there are no breaks. The only fault I can find is a slight, I don't know, that's natural. There's nothing odd about it. It's not because the polish is bad. But yeah, this is quite a heavy point as well. Banded tiger iron tends to be. It's going to cost $66 for the point. This is flat 73. Then onto a large, this is the largest of the silicificated chrysocollars that we got yesterday. It's a beautiful specimen, weighing 2.345 kilograms. See that when that silica-rich fluid hit the chrysocolla, and obviously that truly does enhance the coloration, or at least the saturation. But that's beautiful. And I'm looking at my screen and I'm going, my screen's not doing this color justice. That is a very special little specimen. Not that special, no, not that little, 2.45 kilos. It's going to cost $279. This is flat number 416. On to a little Cleonoceros ammonite from Talia in Madagascar. There's some lovely jigsaw patterning in the insides there. Not much in the way of opalescence. That's tidy enough. Probably rated very good to A grade. It's going to cost $59. This is flat 108. Then onto a large Ocaruso. Look at the sea of light green cubic fluorite, and it is a lot of it. I'll tell you what, it's not just the one side, it's the other side as well, except that is the cleaner side. You see the shelf going all the way around, and then more cubic fluorite all round. Let's have a closer look. I am going to guess that is most certainly the crystal of the specimen. That's a beautiful specimen, man. The only problem with it is I suspect it has been cleaned. Ocaruso does have a reputation for having had secondary acidic fluids run through the veins there, so natural etching is also part of the game. However, judging by the what it looks on that side, it was they attempted to clean, and hence the slight frosty nature of the etched crystals. Still, it's an Ocaruso. It's beautiful, it's large, it's proud. It's 5.48 kilograms. It's going to cost $277. This is flat 417. Albert's just come up to me and told me that there's A-grade blue lace agates. Now, you never know if you should take Malumi seriously or not, so we're going to have a look. Come on, Albert, show us. Show us this A-grade. Right, we enter Albert, or Malumi. Malumi is the Zulu word for uncle. A-grade. Ooh, hot toddy. Yes, very nice. Oh man, I suspect we might have to put a couple of these aside. Albert?
Nice geode.
Very nice, Albert. Very, very, very nice. A bit heavy on the matrix, that one. But how's that for a rather pleasant sea of beautiful...
If I box this, you can't see it again.
No, for
It's
books,
gone.
it's gone. Right, okay. Are you going to let this dry overnight?
No, if you want to make your boxes, you have to make the
Manje.
boxes today.
Ay, shit, man. I'm in Yasa Benz, manje.
You know, that's the big.
I'm going to Benz, manje.
But you have to take what you see you can take. Because tomorrow morning, you can see this. Because now sometimes Nick can come here and pick what he wants. Yeah.
Okay, I think I shall see what Cora's busy with. On to the third trolley we go, and it's celestite from Sakwani in Madagascar. That's that beautiful ice blue celestite. Nice large crystal there. And then part of, I assume, a geode. Let's get some sun in there. Nice coverage all the way around. Nice big translucent crystals. It's very, very nice. So I reckon these are very good to A grade. They weigh 2.925 kilograms. They're going to cost $70. This is flat 861. Onto some black tourmaline and vermiculite. Three reasonably large specimens. The traditional sprays of black tourmaline chenille, weighing 1.49 kilograms. These three are rated as only very good. True story. Quite light. Vermiculite isn't exactly the heaviest thing around. 1.49 kilograms. They're going to cost $45. This is flat 846. We've got three labradorite points. Let's see how they essence. A little bit, not vehement amount by any means. Ooh, that's nice in the tip there. That's all right. Yeah, so far, so two very good at best. That's a bit more like it. There we go. There's hope for this flat yet. Lol. Weighing 1.59 kilograms, rated as, I assume, very good at best. They're going to cost $63. This is flat 104. Blanchite, my beautiful favorite little blue friend. There are 12 small specimens in this flat. Cheers, Johns. Oof, yummy, that's great. That's wicked. That's 20. That's good grade only. Quite a bit of chrysocolla as well. Likewise with this one. Hello. That's quite thin. That is gorgeous. 12 beautiful little planchite specimens. They weigh, what do they weigh? Hey, hang on. 260 grams. They are going to cost $40. This is flat 426. Next up, we've got some rubellite. That's pink tourmaline and schist. There's an interesting colour zoning change there. Pink on the one end, going lilac to almost blue on the other. Nice dark purple lepidolite. This is a large crystal there. Lots of shiny mica. More tourmaline and more purple lepidolite. Nice little flat. Well, 3 specimens. They weigh 2.08 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $51. This is flat 428. From one lepidolite with a pink tourmaline to another lepidolite and pink tourmaline. There's 24 palm stones in this flat. There is the rubellite, lots of pink tourmaline. Ooh, it's almost nicely translucent there. It's a big palm stone for a big person. Rated, not great I imagine. Smoky quartz, lithium. There's some more lepidolite, rubellite, more rubellite. Rated good, very good to A grade. These 24 weigh almost 3 kilograms. They're going to cost $79. It's flat 460. Then on to some malachite silkies. 6 of them in this flat. That is gorgeous. A grade specimen. A lovely chatoyancy. Hello, Figster. How's my dog? Hey, fella. That's gorgeous. Crisp. And then the last one's a little flat one. Very nice flat. This is more A grade than very good. They weigh 1.06 kilograms. They're gonna cost $49. That's a very nice flat of silkies. Flat 430. Then on to a flat, fig. A flat of natural blue lace agate. There's a large piece of botryoidal blue tail Sydney from Malawi. It's a little town named Sanjay. Okay, it's a good grade. Very good grade. Beautiful calcite. That's very nice. That's a whole lot of agates. Quartz. Ooh, more of that beautiful scalenohedral calcite. That's always a bonus. A lot of quartz, likewise. A lot of quartz there as well. Now, in lieu of having seen Albert's stash over there, these do look rather sad. But not too sad. Rated as good, very good to A grade. They weigh 4 kilograms on the dot. They're going to cost $65. This is flat 581. Then on to a flat of hello all over the show ammonites. It's 1, 2, 6 tractors and 2 whole ammonites. That's funny, this one here does almost feel a little bit more hollow, and which will make sense because there's a little hole over there. That's a big tractor. Beautiful jigsaw patterning around the sides. Sure, look at those spines. That's beautiful. Sure. Is that a chip over there? It is 2. Still very beautiful. The 2 whole ones got a little bit of iridescence in the center. Both sides. And then the jigsaws. Beautiful flat of fossils. They weigh all of 1.85 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $85. This is flat 112. And then on to some, well, azurine and arfesonite with some orthoclase. 6 specimens from Zomba. That's beautiful. That might be a little bit of zircon over there. There's definitely that's smoky quartz or zircon. Sure, it's a long, elongated zircon. If it is zircon, is that zircon? Sure, that is a very elongated crystal. Interesting. And that's a lot of zircon right there. So this is actually going to be rather exciting under the midwave. Let's find out. With the nice domestic sounds of the vacuum in the background, let's have a look at the zircon and the manganese heavy orthoclase. That is gorgy. Yeah. Oof, okay, that's rather epic. Let's have a look. What's going on there? And the green! It's jackpot thorium time. Oh yeah, okay, that is wicked good. That is rather special. Let's see what's at the bottom. More little specks of zircon and a lot of zircon. That is awesome. Yep, and more. And more green. There we go. Absolutely magic flat of excitable fluorescence. That's azurine, arfesonite, orthoclase and zircon. They weigh, come hither little tag, they weigh 985 grams. They're going to cost $37. It's flat 432. Geez, it's hard to get a little peace and quiet around this place, man. Onto some of the pseudomorphs. $12 of them in this in this flat.
I'm sure I'm making noise for you. I forgot you're here. I'm not making noise.
You are making noise, but it's excuse me, I'm just not talking now. Thanks, Malume. In any case, I wanted to see how Vusi was going to annoy you next so we can see a fight. These 12 beautiful little malachite after azurite pseudomorphs. They weigh all of 650 grams. They're going to cost $78. This is flat 429. Onto some Malagasy polished points. 6 of them, all smokies of various degrees of sinisterness. That's very sinister. There's only light in the tip that comes through. Interesting little wisps inside there. That's a beautiful flat of our dark smokies, well, more dark and 2 lighterish ones. They weigh 940 grams, rated good, very good to A grade. They're going to cost $51. This is flat 110. Then 70 little barytes, and look at that. Is a beautiful fan of barytes. There's a malachite in the go as well. What's going on here? Okay, I could take photos of all of these. That is absolutely stunning, man. This is a hell of a flat. Perfect little thumbnails. What's going on here? Oh, there is barytes in there in the midst of a some, looks like malachite. Awesome flat. It weighs all of 700 grams, rated good to A grade. And I tell you what, there's more A grade here than anything else. It's going to be $40. This is flat 431. And yes, I'm going to take a photo. Why not? Next up, we got some polished septari standing freeforms. There are 6 in this flat. It's a lot of aragonite and calcite. Nice velvety interior. Look at those little calcite crystals. That's funky. That's very cool. A little bit of scuffing there. But this does sort of make me feel like I need to eat a boiled egg. I can't fully... can't imagine why. There's a little itsy bitsy one. These 6 little standing septari, the kind of dragon's eggs, they weigh 2.62 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They're going to be $70. This is flat 81. Onto a flat of mixed goodies, and it's all over the show. Here's some Swazi jade. There's some Swazi bloodstone, some nice red jade. Blue tourmaline, yes. Indicolite and schist from Karabib. And a mica to go with it. The got some purpurite, nice flashy metallic purpurite. Some barbiton stichtite on serpentine. Some metokulite, the clinical gemmy kind. And then rubellite and schist from pretty much the same place as where the indicolite comes from. And this, mostly chrysocolla. I suppose there's supposed to be shutterkite in here as well, from Kaukerveld. And from Mozambique, no, this is iolite. Yeah, for a second I thought this was demortierite. No, this is cordiorite, rough cobbed cordiorite. Let's just try and get some sun, see if we can catch that glitter. Here or there, not a lot. Watermelon tourmaline and quartz. A blue lace agate from Sanjay, and then last but not least, some rhodonite. This looks Zimbabwean with some smoky quartz. So, nice flat of, starter flat of rough specimens from Southern Africa, rated as good, very good to A grade. They're going to cost $45. This is flat 446. Then on to some, what do we got here? Is this Malagasy? Malagasy polished geode. Oh, it's polished on both sides. That's a nice bit of amethyst. Likewise on the other side. Look at those nice banded patterns of agate around the rim. And then a nice large geode, also nice amethyst. Do they match up? Not really. These two, they weigh 2.245 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade. It's going to be $51 for the two. It's flat 639. Then onto some, Malagasy, partly polished, smoky quartz points, and these are absolutely magic. There's 13 of them in this flat. That's very nice, man. These are awesome. I'm actually surprised we still have. Kudos to Cara for finding them. There's quite a large point. Nice smokiness, and then a very smoky, almost a base there. Fantastic flat. 13 partly polished smoky points from Madagascar, 1.73 kilograms, rated good to A grade. $46 for flat 934. Then onto some cobalt bearing calcite from Mashamba. Oh, you know what I just remembered? This plant site, by the way, it's from Mashamba East, as opposed to these little calcites, cobalt calcites from Mashamba West, the legendary Mashamba West. Come on, you can do it. There we go. That's beautiful. That's what is special. That is just a little nothing. That is a whole lot of pink. Some Corwazite and chrysocolla on this calcite. Beautiful scalenohedral cobalt calcite crystals. They're in amidst the baby blue chrysocolla, and then quite a staunch bit of Corwazite there. Micro crystalline little dogtooth calcites there. And a little, almost a twin or a triplet Little calcite there, nice cutie pie little Corwezite specks on the faces. That's just nothing. Well, not nothing, but it's, there we go. There's a beautiful gemmy little scalenihedral calcite with a nice, beautiful little Corwezite sphere next to it. And then on top of the dolomite, some more calcite. These 12 rated as good to A grade, especially that one. That there is rather special. 395 grams. They're going to cost all of $67. This is our winner, and that's quite affordable for what that is. Flat 427. Then onto the center of the trolley, we've got a standing polished blue lace agate. It's a lot of coverage there, nice bit of quartz in the middle, in between the agate. Try and get some sun in the matter. There's a slight hue of amethyst in there as well. So that's obviously the back end. That's the presentable front side. Weighing 2.27 kilograms, only rated as very good. It's going to cost $98 for flat 619. Onto a beautiful cluster of Orongo smoky quartz. All kinds of interesting inclusions. I'm not sure what that is. I think that is most certainly highlight opal. Some little shards of black tourmaline in the base. And I suspect a lot more highlight opal. Classic Orongo. Right, highlight opal, do your thing. There we go. Oh, that's just the one side of it, but that's proper. It's also rather convenient that it stands as well as it does. There we go. This is more of a highlight opal with a smoky quartz specimen. Rated as very good only. I suppose that would be the smoky quartz, not the highlight opal, because that's A grade all the way. It weighs 1.97 kilos. It's going to cost $50. Geez, $50 for that. Flat 511. Winner, chicken dinner. Then on to a large, long, slender stromatolite tower. Just see how that just lasted forever and ever and ever and ever. It is gorgeous. And the point is intact. Beautiful kabamba patterns all around. That's most certainly an A-grade fellow, this. Trolley's leaning a bit, so I'm a bit nervous. Weighing 1.65 kilograms. That's a beautiful kabamba, slender, sexy tower of fossilness is going to be $59. It is flat $9.20. And then the last item for today is that absolutely gorgeous pink cobalt bearing calcite specimen. Have you ever seen a pink like this in your life? Well, probably, but that is epic coloration. Large scalenihedral crystals that have been scuffed, and there is some damage and there are broken tips. But I tell you what, I did ask the fellow about it. He says, well, that happened when the blasting happened, and I'm sure he's crying more than we are. But at the same token, if those little points were not damaged, I'll tell you what, that's probably a 200,000 Rand specimen right there. It is next level pink. I do question this though. See the scuff marks? There's actual Corwezite on top of that, so that might be natural damage there. Just a pointer beater. Little bit of chrysocolla around the side as well. This is epic pink. Rated as very good because of the scuffing, unfortunately. This absolute beauty is it weighs all of 2.365 kilograms. It is going to cost $1,119. This is for flat 425. That's it, guys. Thank you very much. It's been copper heavy. I hope somebody got everything and everyone got something. We're going to have more of the same on Saturday. Yes. So I hope to see you on Saturday. Until then, have a beautiful Thursday and Friday. Cheers.